everything you need to know about networking. 5 things. Networking is so important to your career, my friend. For instance, people hire people they like. How will you know what experts like if you're not going out there and actually networking with them and understanding them, right? If you're not showing up to conferences and events and actually understanding what are the trends within your industry. I follow many experts within my career in cybersecurity on LinkedIn, and they agree with me to say that networking is so important and pivotal to your career. I'm literally shooting on my front camera because this is sort of like a FaceTime conversation between you and I, especially if you're someone that is shy to network, that is anxious to network. This is me encouraging you to say, get out there, show up. Even if you have to go alone, you will meet like-minded people there. You will meet people that have something in common with you when you go to conferences. And sometimes you don't even have to go to a physical conference. You can attend virtual webinars that you find on LinkedIn, that you find on Eventbrite. There are so many different ways in which you can participate in your career growth and within your industry, right? So to the point whereby it's not just about networking upwards vertically, you can also network horizontally with your peers. And these are people that you're going to meet on the ground. As you attend these events, you're going to start seeing familiar faces, and these are people you can grow with within your career. These are people that can call you and say, hey, there is an opening at my work and I enjoy the work that you do. Let me recommend you, right? How can people advocate for someone they do not know? They don't know you from LinkedIn. They don't know you from meeting you at events. So how exactly can they advocate for you? You need to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So stay ready in terms of have that CV ready, right? So that when you are actually networking, you are at a place whereby you are already ready when opportunity comes. Because many people I know have received jobs from just a simple event like the IT Web Summit or just attending that. I would suggest that you show up, right? You show up, and this is not about other people. This is for yourself. Show up, look your best, and allow that to propel your career forward, because the more you show up, the more you get exposed, right? And the more exposed you are, the more knowledge you have, because you don't know what you don't know. But if you are in rooms with people of different knowledge bases, you will be able to now bridge those gaps. You'll be able to bridge those gaps. Number 5, or rather what has worked for me, is allowing networking to be something that actually propels my career forward. You don't necessarily have to be extroverted to be able to network and connect with people. You just need to learn how to nurture relationships with people. And some people think that you have to be pretentious. You don't have to be pretentious. You need to connect with people that you think make sense and that you admire, that have the same agency as you. You don't have to force yourself. And within connecting with those people, you nurture those relationships, because those relationships or whatever ideas they come up with are things that can support your career and propel your career forward. Because at the end of the day, The people that are in senior positions won't be there anymore. You and your peers are the people that will be filling those roles and growing together, and you will be rubbing shoulders together for the coming years. So you might as well get to that point where you are connecting with people within your industry in an organic way and in a way that aligns with your career. That's one thing I can say about networking. Personally, for me, building relationships has been something that I love to work on. Especially when you're young, you don't always have a lot of resources. You don't always have, money to just be going to every university, every course. But there is something that you can offer people if you just pay attention, right? If you see what people need and how you can be useful to somebody else, as opposed to just wanting to take. And that is what I've learned in my career, is that you can often barter your energy in the same way that they will be giving to you. You can also simultaneously give in terms of ideas, in terms of resourcefulness, in terms of nurturing a relationship. I've been saying the word nurture a lot because that is really, for me, it's sort of like a garden. It doesn't, the day you plant the seed, right, is not the day you eat the fruit. And that's what essentially growing a career is, and building relationships with people is, and networking is. The first event you go to can bear fruits, as I said, especially if you are ready, it can bear fruits. However, the fifth event you go to can bear even more fruits. That can be a greater harvest. And in my other winning strategy, where I share my LinkedIn tips, I let you know about that. I let you know how networking, even digitally, has brought me so many opportunities and financial opportunities, scholarships, bursaries. My entire career has been funded by the fact that I'm just showing up and I'm building relationships with people, and people are seeing me advocate for myself, and they can therefore advocate for me as well. So I am still on the journey. I do still show up to conferences. I still, show up in a way that aligns with me. More so right now, I've been moderating, I've been speaking, I've been sharing my career knowledge in the best way that I can, and in the way that I've grown my career in an organic way. And different people have different styles into which they approach their journey, whereas my journey was in my own style. I've pivoted, I've went to study creative arts and film, and I've gone into tech, and I've used transferable skills from different ideas and different interests of mine, and that has worked for me. So I would suggest that you look at networking as not this chore, because a lot of people look at it as a chore, as something that's pretentious, as opportunistic, when it's not. It's essentially understanding yourself, understanding what you want, and learning from people and sharing. And my very special word for today, nurturing those relationships that you have with people. So thank you for joining this call. I am about to hang up right now, but I hope that you challenge yourself to network horizontally, vertically, and that you bet on yourself, right? And that you connect with people that inspire you, You connect with people that you want to grow alongside with, and just give it the last few months of this year and just see the difference. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Tune in to the next episode.